And now the breakaway. Souleeeee does really well to win the ball there. Robertson. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ekitike! He's scored! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Le numéro 22.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Wirtz. Cross from Robertson. And he's made sure that's not getting through. He's gone direct here. Robertson. Now he's got space here. Wirtz could try cutting inside here.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Ekitike! Marseille have the chance to go the other way. And he's managed to get free.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
Good ball. Shoots! Souleeeee. It's been shipped out wide. Another throw-in. Ambitious ball here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. It's a promising position. Souleeeee. Mohamed Salah, who does have an assist to his name. Aubameyang, he is onto this. Well, that looks a decent... Can he finish? And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Marseille grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Takes the shot! It's their second corner of the game. Just about within shooting range. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Gravenberg wins the duel this time. And it's Robertson looking for the run. So nearly the perfect ball. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Probing pass, spread it left. Wirtz. McAllister, who played through for the wide man. Now that's well seen too. Threads one in. That has not gone well. Oh, there's a probing ball. Gravenberg. Vermeer. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And Emerson Palmieri. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Mohamed Salah. It's Salah! What a wonderful goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. That's a lovely, neat pass. Distributed tidily, and he's picked it up out wide.
Might want to be careful there.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Vermeer. Mohamed Salah. Now it's Szoboszlai, and it's Salah. That's an imaginative pass. And that's an excellent interception. Vermeer. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Liverpool are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Mohamedashvili. Konate. Mohamed Salah is onto it in a flash. Aguirre. And he cuts out the supply. Ekitike. Szoboszlai! What a big... In for the pieces! And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Pavard. Højbjerg. Ekitike. He's gone for goal! That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Szoboszlai is behind this one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Szoboszlai! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. A good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Gomez. Aubameyang, big chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And he thumps it clear. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Wirtz with the foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Højbjerg. Can he get it through? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Mohamed Salah.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Mohamed Salah, it's Salah! He scores! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Le numéro 11.
Liverpool take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
So we've reached the hour mark.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Pavard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to Wirtz! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Aubameyang. Aubameyang charging forward, the ball at his feet. He has found a way through. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Murillo. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Pavard. Højbjerg. And that has left him in a heap. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Mohamed Salah, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's had a shot! Oh, off the bar! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Gravenberg gathers from the goal kick. Højbjerg. Now, can they get him away? Aubameyang receives it in a wide position. And he was alert to it. And here's Gomez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Robertson. And it's McAllister. Spread out to the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. Emerson. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Gomez. Gomez. Pass is just off target. Gravenberg. McAllister.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Liverpool disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Gomez. Greenwood. He's found a way through. Takes a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Played out to the left flank. And the return pass. Liverpool clearly now in lead preservation mode. Ekitike. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Gomez.
1 minute.
Looking to play him in. And a chance! He has done it! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Marseille give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Van Dijk. Fourth official showing. And that's that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Mohamed Salah claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
If you're just joining us, we are... Great chance! Goal! Marseille! There is the breakthrough! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
So, a breakthrough already. Looking for the run. Threads one in. Bradley. No, that was never going to make it. Vermeeren. And the counter is on. He has found the way through. He slings it in. Can he finish? He scores! 2-0 and in next to no time. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Marseille are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Pass somewhat off target. Decent chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now they can spring out of defence. Take it back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
There's the delivery. Oh, that was vital. He's trying to hit the front line, and he's decided to go for it. Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Nice looking ball. Aguirre kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ekitike. And it's Bradley. Probing pass. He's onside. Love chance, surely! He has done it! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Ekitike has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Oh, what a real chance! And he hits the net! And this is getting better and better. That was a given, it always was.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So the lead now, struck first time. Vermeeren takes control of it and he's on the move. McAllister. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Vermeeren. Strong running down that left flank. Emerson in acres of space out wide. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Gravenberg. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Mohamed Salah. Oh, he's caught him in or out. Liverpool have themselves a chance from the spot. Eyeball to eyeball with the goalkeeper. And that's one back. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Après 31 minutes de jeu par le numéro 11.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Emerson has it out wide and in space. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Gomez. And that was nowhere near his best. Vermeeren. Played out towards the right wing. Murillo. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Sticks it away! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Well, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. There's the header! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That has not gone well. And he's intervened well there. And it's Souleeeee. He can run onto that. Mohamed Salah receives it in a wide position. Goes down, but nothing given.
Temps additionnel.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Konate. Oh, delicate chip through. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Gomez.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. He's found a way through. Konate with the clearance. And we hit half-time.
Que tout le monde accueille chaleureusement nos joueurs sur le terrain.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Souleeeee and Bradley. Gravenberg. Murillo gets over and intercepts. Højbjerg. Murillo. Referee has just said play on. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. Shot at goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Ambitious ball here. Højbjerg. Now he's got space here. Now it's Wirtz. Ekitike. Picked out. Can he finish? They've scored! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Le numéro.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Up he goes! It's in! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Marseille take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Souleeeee, Wirtz, and he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. Højbjerg. Pinches it off him.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Aubameyang. Gravenberg. Ekitike. Now it's Wirtz. Just about within shooting range.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He's picked his way through. Gomez. McAllister.
Might want to be careful there.
Wirtz is fouled. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
McAllister. And it's Gomez. Nicely weighted ball. Aubameyang showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Aguirre spots it and intercepts. Gomez tries to play it through. And he's taking no chances there. Great ball, and he's in here. He's having a shot! And that would have won it.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
It's their second corner of the game. Well, can they get him away? Chance for a shot! And one more try! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Another one! This must be his personal high. So now the difference is 3. Corner number 4 coming up here. And the shot! Caught offside that time. Robertson, Gravenberg. Salah, good driving run. Well timed, excellent interception. Gomez.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Souleeeee. Now it's Wirtz. Now it's Souleeeee. Souleeeee unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Ekitike.
Il y aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Gomez. He's a sharp little ball here. Souleeeee!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he shoots! Oh, crossbar! Ah, he's given it away. Not too much. That's that, the end. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
And the finish! Ndika gets it clear. Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Strong challenge, that could leave a mark. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Gets a good foot in there. This might spell danger. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Bruno Fernandes is one of the truly outstanding midfielders. He's someone I see as being arguably the best of the crop in the current generation of box-to-box playmakers. I really like his direct style, both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Now it's Ahmad. And he's well positioned. Chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Manchester United have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. He's going to be disappointed with that. He's shifting through the gears here. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Well, there was to be no other outcome.
How can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So, a breakthrough already. Dovbik. That has ended up in no man's land. Good running, strong and purposeful. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shapes to shoot! They've done it! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Casemiro puts his foot on the gas. He's a sharp little ball here. He's in space and looking for options.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Souleeeee. Now he's got space here. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that looks a decent ball. Matheus Cunha. And he's got the beating of his man. Finds himself... Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. The ball is on the spot. Here we go. Goal! Manchester United! Not much more than a formality.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Manchester United take the lead.
That's going in strongly.
And he's on a charge. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Dovbik. And it's Pellegrini. Not the most accurate pass. And Mosso gets over and intercepts. Now it's Dovbik. Souleeeee. And he's managed to get free. Shot a goal! Aimed beyond the defence. Can he latch on to this? Good read, needed to be. Dovbik. Nicely weighted ball. Fired deep towards the back post. Dovbyk has found the net here, of course.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
He can run onto that. He's in a great position here. He's through, tries a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Can he get it through? Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Pass somewhat off target. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Stood up well to him there. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking for the run. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Has been indicated.
Now it's Dovbyk, and he's worked it through. Shaw calmly anticipates. That has not gone well. Driving forward. A heavy challenge. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
From the two sides.
No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, and he shoots! He's got a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Manchester United go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Pete.
Goes for a shot! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Manchester United grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Now it's Dovbyk, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Maguire does really well to win the ball there. Might be danger here. Dovbyk! He's kept it out just. It's their second corner of the game. Cristante! Tries to get it clear. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. The players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Dovbyk. Souleeeee. Mazraoui makes the interception. Knocks it into space. Ball looks a good one. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Pellegrini. That's a simple one for the keeper. Now it's Dovbik. And it's Celik. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, that's fabulous. Hangs in across. Decent chance! They've scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Number 16, Ahmad.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Tries to pass it through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Ahmad. And he's intervened well there. Oh, terrible mistake. And a chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Souleeeee claims it. Safe hands. Bruno Fernandes. Kone. Mancini. Now it's Dovbik. Now, can they get him away? It's played through for him. He is through here.
That was lovely, that.
Shoots! Oh, the ball's come. In he goes again. And it's in. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And smartly reclaimed. That's an imaginative pass. Pass is just off target. And that was very necessary. No, he's not getting his way this time. Casemiro. Here's Matheus Cunha.
Such good technique.
He's had a shot! It's a loose ball. Kone. Looking to play him in. And it's Mazraoui. That's been cut out, well played. Ambitious ball here. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Played into space out wide. Pellegrini is onto this. Pellegrini showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Kone is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run.
Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Threads one in. He has found the way through. Big chance! And yes, it's there! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a
Big chance, must be! Takes a shot! And that will be the final act. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
The San Siro for nigh on us. It's a mighty effort! Oh, crossbar! Souleeeee looking to play him in. Oh, that's a key interception. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I'll be fascinated to see how the manager instructs Lorenzo Pellegrini to operate in this game, because you can see him playing very effective.
Chance! And it's a goal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Modric. Now it's Dovbyk. Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Nkunku.
Such good technique.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Nkunku.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And he's picked it up out wide. Applies the finish! Salamak, and can he finish it? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Nkunku, and he's got the beat. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly. Yeah, very good job he positioned himself there.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Great vision. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Nkunku! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Milan get themselves, and it's Nkunku. Shot a goal! And he hits the net! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Milan take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Mancini. And it's Kone. He steps in, and that's the end of that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chance! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. So this to extend their lead. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Milan blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Mancini.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
That's beautifully weighted. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Now it's Fofana. Milan are looking to break at pace. He's away. Rafael Leao. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia! And they are cavorting! And they're at it again in double quick time! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, the goal was really well worked. Look, the game is a constant search for space, and he found the pocket.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
It's become a case of men against boys. Real chance! And it's been taken short. That's a sharp pass. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
That is ended up in no man's land. Hermoso tries to play it through. De Winter cuts it out.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He has found the way through. Nkunku, he's had a shot! Now that was quite some save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Celik. There's the whistle for half-time. And the second half gets underway.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be. But they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Ricci puts his foot on the gas. Fofana. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. They've done it! Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Milan are having a ball here. Pellegrini. Now it's Dovbik. Can he get on the end of this? Chance, surely! Sticks it away! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Oh, that's superb. Modric. It's Fofana. It's a searching pass. And he's managed to get free. Bullish header! It's there! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.